the whole story is about family, stepping away from family. But I also found that, we start out with faction before blood, but that's obviously not the way the characters in the book feel. How did that develop for you?
Well, I think it was true to kind of emotional reality of being a teenager, I think. You feel like you have to leave your family behind in order to discover who you are. And in a certain sense, you really do. You can't keep defining yourself in relationship to other people no matter how much you love them. So that's where Triss's initial choice comes from. But the ending was a bit of a surprise for me because she makes this choice, she finds her tribe or whatever, but then she leaves them and goes back to her family to save them. So ultimately she's saying this faction before blood stuff is messed up. And I have to find a way to reconcile with my family even now that I'm a different person than I was. And let's see if I can continue to fit into this group of very different people as my true self. Which I think is another part of adolescence that happens later, or of adulthood, really. Just finding a way to reincorporate yourself into groups that are not homogenous. You have to learn, I guess, how to get along with your family.
or not, or you just not see them at the holidays.
Maybe you don't, but I feel like it's important.
I feel like Triss's journey and Four's journey are a little different, and they're a little different than what we're used to seeing with gender. In all kinds of novels, not just in young adult novels.
Well, that was one of the most fun parts of writing, especially the third book for me, because traditionally the man's journey is one toward self-actualization. So he needs to become, his adult, fully formed self. That's the journey of a man. It's a journey of a woman too, but the arc is traditionally and historically that's the man arc. And the woman arc is reconciliation. Learning how to keep the family together, how to keep everything together, how to
be the healer.
Yeah, be the healer, how to do those things. Those things are great. Both of those stories are important, but I was interested in taking one and putting it with the other character. So Triss is becoming her fully realized self throughout the course of the series. And that was my plan for her, to really embrace who she is, to find her strengths, and to figure out what she believes. And Tobias's journey throughout the course of the series is learning to rely on other people and how to trust other people and how to forgive other people. And it's kind of reflected, I hope, depending on how well I did, but you guys can be the judge of that. In their voices. So Triss's voice is hard and direct, straightforward, and very reliable, and sometimes repetitive, which is sort of a masculine. These are stereotypically masculine characteristics. Four is a little more poetic, little stream of consciousness. He doesn't withhold things from you, and that's something we might associate with being slightly more feminine. But so it was fun. It was like a little playground for my brain.
Well, I'm glad that you are still attached to the characters. I think we all are, and I just want to thank you for being delightful today.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.